I loved it. I love the reason that he gave why he got it, Skip. He said best for me and my family, my friends, also for the team. And Skip, he always speaks about being accountable for his teammates.
Yep.
Now, we do know there are two arenas that if you're unvaccinated, you cannot enter. That's Chase, the Golden State, and in Brooklyn. So we know that. So anybody that's on those teams, it's going to be very difficult for you to remain on those teams, Skip, if you're missing all the home games.
See Kyrie and
Andrew Wiggins. And he knows, he says that health is going to be a part of this, Skip.
Yep.
Unvaccinated, you go into a protocol 10 to 14 days, you're going to miss what? Somewhere between 4 and 5 games over that 2-week span. LeBron says, I want to be accountable for my teammates. Being accountable means being there, being on the floor, being available on a nightly basis. For me, I also like the fact that maybe there's someone that's a LeBron fan and they're on the fence and they say, you know what? This man, come on now. LeBron James going to put something in his body. The guy spends $2 million a year putting things into it, making sure that his body is right and be able to perform at peak condition when he says he did his research and he felt comfortable. Okay.
It took a while, but he got to this point.
Right,
yep.
Right. For others that are said, no, I'm not doing it. I don't think it's not going to register with them because, Skip, it seems to be that they're dug in. See, Skip, when you send someone out to register to vote, you're not telling them who to vote for. Yep. You're saying we just need you to get registered. Now, you hope that they vote for the side or the candidate that you're registered them to get in the vote. You hope that's the case. But now when you get vaccine, he said, look, I ain't telling somebody what to do with their body. That's their choice. And hopefully everybody, I'm sure he's thinking in the back of his mind, hopefully everybody on my team is vaccinated. That gives us the best chance that on a nightly basis, we're going to be able to be out there on the court, and that won't be an issue. So I was glad LeBron said what he said, but there are guys, Skip, they seem very dug in on their stance that they're not going to get it.
Extremely. See Andrew Wiggins,
yes,
who's just defiant about it.
Yeah.
And why? He says, none of your business.
Right.
Okay, to your points, as soon as I heard this yesterday, I immediately tweeted, thank you, LeBron. Mm-hmm. He's not just, obviously, the face of the Lakers. He's the face of this league. Everybody looks to LeBron for leadership, for tone setting. Mm-hmm. What are you doing? And all last year, LeBron wouldn't answer the question, right. And they suffered as a team. Mm-hmm. They had their COVID problems, right? Right. Even Frankie V, your coach Vogel, said yesterday, obviously you want to be able to not be compromised in any way for an extended absence or quarantine. And those quarantines were costly for us last year as a group. And not every team in this league this year has that luxury, but now we do. Right. That's what he's saying because...
Remember it called Schroeder.
It did. Didn't Caruso go for a while? Mm-hmm. It's and again, close contacts. It's just... It's not about your personal preference. If you have a personal preference, good. Go home and stay home and don't play basketball. Right.
It's really that simple.
Right. But you can't compromise your team's ability to win. Mm-hmm. It's a winning edge that you have if you get 100% vaccinations on your team. It applies to all sports, to my Cowboys, and we've had issues already because the whole team is not vaccinated.
Their argument would hold some weight. I would really listen to them. If these guys had never taken any medication, and every medication they go home and they Google and they study it. And when they've had surgery and someone has put them under, science has done that. They go home and study, says, I wonder how many cc's of this he's going to give me, and I wonder what they're going to do with this. But that's not what they do. It's somehow this vaccine, if they say all of a sudden science is faulty, this is where they say doctors don't really know what they're talking about. This is the stance. This is the point where they say, you know what? I'm drawing a line. Now, I know some of these have kids. It's hard for me to see a scenario. Your kid can't go to school. Maybe you're going to homeschool them, and they have the means to homeschool them. Yeah. But without the chicken pox and smallpox and rubella and pertussis, they're not going to school.
Nope. All those vaccines.
Yes.
You got them all.
Yes.
I got them all.
Every last one of them.
Everybody got them all. And nobody questioned it because they were potential
They're lifesavers.
Yes, they're lifesavers, right? They're epidemics within this country that you had to stop.
I got the chicken pox. Guess what, Skip? Guess who got the chicken pox? My brother got the measles vaccine. Guess who got the measles? It doesn't get... And Bradley Beal side of there says, okay, you get the vaccine, but you can still get it. I'm like, Bradley Beal, really?
No.
Bro, you're supposed to be a very educated man.
Yeah.
And you're going to say because you got the vaccine, you're not supposed to be able to get it? That's not how vaccines work. That's not how medicine works. No. There's no doctor that's ever told a patient, now I'm prescribing this. It's guaranteed to work.
Mm-hmm. So I was hoping LeBron would go one more step to say, I hope everybody in the league gets vaccinated, because the league is supposed to be around 90% right now. Mm-hmm. I was hoping LeBron would take one more step, because I believe the entire society needs to be vaccinated, but that's just me. I believe that, let's talk about here at Fox. Mm-hmm. I know for a fact we have some people who are unvaccinated.
Yes.
We're all still with mask mandates because of it. I only care about winning. I don't care about working as much as I want to win.
Right.
I don't want to get threatened with potential COVID protocols that I would have to go through because other people around me are still unvaccinated.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
There may be mandates that you have to get vaccinated within the company to work at the company, but as we stand, I hope so too, but as we stand right now, when we walk the halls here, we have a mask on.
Correct.
Right?
Yes. Okay,
and when we drive in the lot here at Fox in the morning, do you not get quizzed about, have you had any symptoms? Okay, so we're still there. I'm still getting tested. I think you get tested every once in a while.
Every once in a while.
Okay, so the point is, it's for life. It's for everybody. It's for herd immunity.
Right.
We all need to get vaccinated.
Right.
And I hope LeBron would make more of a statement than he made just about winning for his and protecting his own team.
Right.
But at least that was a huge start to me. Actually, Anthony Davis went much further, and I got his quote right here, and it didn't gain much traction last night. But Anthony Davis said, so I think that's the main focus for us, making sure that our organization is doing everything we can to help the world, to help the community, and do our part.
Yes.
Okay, well, I love that, because that's a bigger picture view of it. LeBron's on a hot seat because he is the face of the league.
Right.
And he doesn't want to say something that would offend Kyrie or put Kyrie in a worse position, or Andrew
because
Wiggins.
Then it's going to be, he only taking a shot at Kyrie because Kyrie left him in Cleveland.
Okay.
You know that's where that's going with that.
You know what? I'll buy that. That's a bingo. I would agree. But still, in the biggest picture, LeBron said he had skepticism about it for the longest time. He kept getting asked about it last year. He would duck and dodge the question.
Right.
But he came full circle to, I need to help protect our team.
Right.
This is improving our ability to win this year's championship. You better believe it will improve.
Skip, do you know how many guys? There are a lot of guys in the NFL that's taking Toradol, that's taking Percocet, that's taking Vicodin, that's taking Naproxen, that's taking Celebrex. Now all of a sudden, they've taken all those things, which have shown, and they told me when I was getting it, Skip, they told me.
Especially Toradol. It's been such a problem.
Give your boy some, because I need to be able to go out there and play. And I deal with the ramifications later. How can I draw the line, Skip, knowing that they're giving me something and they told me what it can do to me later? How can I draw the line with the vaccine? Talk about, nah, man, science. Well, science kept me on the field. It kept me playing at a high level. That's what science did.
It did. It left you in some.
It
left you with a fake hip, right?
And another one coming in February.
Okay, but that's.
But I'll be bionic.
Okay, but you wouldn't give it up. I mean, that was.
Go back and do it all over again.
No, you do it.
Dislocated elbow fracture.
Come on, you just do it because it's what you wanted to do.
Yes.
Okay, and if you want to go home and be unvaccinated, I'm great with that. I respect that, but you can't bring it to the confines of work, right?
Right, exactly.
So even Kent Bazemore said he was sort of the last holdout here, and he said, I didn't like it in the start because it was forced on me. And a lot of people feel like, well, you can't, the government can't force me to take
They force seatbelts on you.
Okay, well, that's
you better wear your seatbelt. Hey, Skip, you got brakes, you got airbags, you got seatbelt. Well, if I got brakes, what do I need seatbelts and airbag for? Don't let the police see you without your seatbelt and see what happens.
That is correct. So in the end, Rob Pelinka called Kent Bazemore and had a heart-to-heart with him and turned him around. And so for the sake of the group that he plays with and for, he got vaccinated.
Skip, how that's going to be? You got 13, 14 guys. Nobody got masks on. They'll be able to do everything. And you sitting there with a mask. You got to stand off in a corner. You got to eat by yourself.
Right. And if somehow you test positive, all of a sudden you're gone for a long time. They're going to make it hard on you.
And you test positive, and then you got close contact.
Yep.
Man, they're going to be looking at you like, for real, dude?
You just got to get vaccinated. It works. And I know there are some side effects, but for the most part, maybe it's my circle's pretty small, but most people I know don't have side effects.
I know COVID got a side effect too. It's called death.
It's called death. And it's still happening.
Yeah. That's the side effect that you don't want.
It's called Delta variant,
Yeah.
and it's even more